After receiving immense backlash yesterday over his comments opposing forced vaccination, Novak Djokovic has provided additional clarification to his Facebook Live statements. For reiteration, Novak said, "Personally, I am opposed to vaccination, and I wouldn't want to be forced by someone to take a vaccine in order to be able to travel. But if it becomes compulsory, what will happen? I will have to make a decision. I have my own thoughts about the matter, and whether those thoughts will change at some point, I don't know. Hypothetically, if the season was to resume in July, August, or September, though unlikely, I understand that a vaccine will become a requirement straight after we are out of strict quarantine and there's no vaccine yet." Djokovic released a statement today through his management team to the New York Times. According to the Times article, Djokovic declined to address whether he opposed vaccines in general. He focused his opposition on the issue of whether a COVID-19 vaccination, which has not been developed yet, would be necessary for travel. He also made it clear that he was intent on exploring options other than vaccination, but he did not rule out accepting one if necessary. "I am no expert, but I do want to have an option to choose what's best for my body," Djokovic said. "I am keeping an open mind, and I'll continue to research this topic because it is important and it will affect all of us. To be honest, just like the rest of the world, I am a bit confused. Despite having access to information and resources, I am left in doubt about what could be the best thing to do. I am curious about well-being and how we can empower our metabolism to be in the best shape to defend against imposters like COVID-19. Now, this statement reassures me and reaffirms some things I said in yesterday's video on the topic. I said that Novak was really just stating his opinion and was kind of just speaking out loud. I should have mentioned this yesterday, but I do think that outrage against Nole was excessive and gave way for people who already disliked him to pile on. I highly doubt it'd be the same reaction if it was Federer or Nadal. I do disagree with his stance on being anti-vax, and those opinions won't change. I plan on making a video later on explaining my stance because I have a lot of people calling me a Satanist. Anyways, what I took from this statement is that Novak is merely confused and isn't entirely educated on the topic, which is fine. These are unprecedented times and make us question a lot. From a health and tennis standpoint, I do hope he decides to get the necessary protection if it is encouraged or forced, because I'm sure it'll ease other players and will get him back into action. For a moment, I want to discuss 2003 US Open champion Andy Roddick and his reaction to Nole's statement. Andy said on Tennis Channel Live, "I don't have to agree with someone's belief system to respect the fact that they have it. The bottom line is not whether or not he believes in vaccinations, it's what's safest to bring tennis to the forefront on a global stage. And that is going to be with testing, that's going to be with vaccination, that's going to let us get back to what we know as normal." So again, Novak said this himself. I don't have to agree with his stance. He knows that he's going to have a decision to make. I'll be curious to see how deep his belief system runs if he's going to sit out Grand Slams because he doesn't want to take a vaccination shot. I wanted to include Roddick's comments because not only are they valid, but it could be a representation of how other players are thinking about this. They don't have to agree with Novak's beliefs, but it ultimately comes down to what's safest for the return of tennis. Novak and Fabio Fognini are going on Instagram Live tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time, so maybe the world number one will talk about the situation more there. That's all for this video, and leave your opinions on Novak's response in the comment section below. Additionally, make sure you subscribe and click the notification bell so you're notified whenever we post new content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time here on Grand Slam Tennis News Today.